They kidnapped her, forced her to perform oral sex on them, raped her, carved the KKK in her chest, beat her to death, and left her there. One of the people took her clothes with them as like a trophy. And this happened in 1978 in a small town between Charleston, South Carolina, and Savannah called St. Helena Island. We're going to be talking about Betty Gardner. She was a 31-year-old single mother of two, and she had a father who owned land in the area that she was walking in when she was kidnapped. Now, the thing about this is, one of the four people that abducted her was an 11-year-old girl. Her name was Carol Ullman. She was a runaway, and the other girl, Cindy, she was 17 years old. She was the girlfriend of Plath. All four of these vigilantes were in this green Pontiac driving down the road when they stumbled upon Betty, who was just walking to her father's farm. Inside the car were also two dogs. Now, Betty had a long walk. They offered her a ride, and she got into the car. At first, the ride went great. They drove her to where she wanted to be dropped off. They dropped her off until John Arnold, suggested they turn around and rape, beat, and kill her. And when asked why, he said, "Because I hate niggers." This is 1978 South Carolina. Then the group decided, okay, that sounds like a great idea. Let's turn around and pick her back up and offer to take her somewhere closer to her destination. So she obliged. As Gardner sat in the car, she began to get attacked, being punched and kicked and hit with anything by Cindy Sheets, who was the girlfriend of John. Once they found a remote enough location, they brought her out of the car and forced her to perform oral sex on the two men and the woman, Cindy Sheets. After that, they began to rape her individually. Then they tied a belt that they were using to whip her with. They tied a belt around her neck and tried to strangle her. While they did that, another person was stabbing her multiple times. After they were done strangling her, they began to stomp on her neck numerous times. After that, John Plath, ordered Cindy Sheets to slice her neck with a broken Coca-Cola bottle. But she just was not dying. So then they decided, we're just going to strangle her to death, where she ultimately died. Somewhere in between there, they carved the letters KKK in her chest. After she was dead, they defecated and urinated on her corpse. After this, they went on about their merry lives. Plath and Cindy Sheets, went back to York, Pennsylvania, lived normal lives. Arnold and Ullman, the 11-year-old, stayed in Beaufort. It went unsolved for about a month until they spotted the green Pontiac, and they were able to hunt down the two, Plath and Sheets, the ones that went up to York, Pennsylvania. Get this, John Plath was hiding under the porch of his mother's house like a coward. Now, Cindy Sheets negotiated immunity as long as she told them everything that happened, and she testified against her boyfriend and the other John. That's when she led the police back to the location of the body where they left Betty. Only dental records could be used to identify her. That is how bad they did her. We can fast forward. These two men, both Johns, did end up getting convicted, and they got the death penalty 20 years later in 1998. But Ullman, the 11-year-old, was too young to charge. That she was 11 years old. Now remember, she's 11 years old. He was also charged with statutory rape of Ullman. Arnold was charged with statutory rape of Ullman, the other white perpetrator, because she was 11 years old. To this day, Carol Ullman was never brought to justice. She is still walking amongst us, influencing the youth, having an effect on people. Did you know this?